Hello, beautiful and handsome Taurus. I'm so glad that we finally get to meet in person virtually. My name is Tiana, and welcome to my channel, Inspired by Ease, where hopefully I inspire you to live a life that's more in tune and alignment with who you are and what you want to create in life, and help you realize that it can be a lot more simpler and easier than you might have thought in the past. My regular spiel is that this, of course, is a general reading, so this unfortunately won't be for all of you, but hopefully I will get the most important messages that need to be expressed out there into the world. I work with the tarot and oracle, and of course, you can flip around the messages or the rules. So if I'm saying I am talking about you, Taurus, it might actually be another person in your life, or vice versa. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, Taurus, this is going to be a big month astrologically. I am going to do just a little bit of an overview for the astrology side of things, and then we'll get into the cards, okay? So since it's already the 3rd, I'm like a week behind. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for being patient with me. Next week will be totally better. I've just been getting all set up. So I will skip ahead to March 6th, which is when Mercury goes retrograde and Uranus changes sign, which is why this month is so big. You might feel like you're being pulled in 2 different directions. One direction kind of thinking about and reflecting on the past, and then another energy pulling you into your new wonderful future. So when Uranus changes signs, it will be moving into your 1st house of self. So who knows, you might be changing up how you look. You might get a makeover or go shopping, and then Mercury goes retrograde in your 11th house. So with these 2 combined, the next few years will be all about your freedom and breakthroughs and just being triumphant in these past few years of what you've been launching and wanting to create into your life. These next few years are going to be, you're going to be manifesting those things. So it's going to be really great. And it might feel a little bit comfortable because of that transition period, but like how it goes, once you get too uncomfortable, you'll finally feel like you'll be forced to make a change. And the sooner that you can make the changes and the shorter that you can feel uncomfortable about it or procrastinate about making changes, just the sooner all of these amazing things will begin to manifest into your life, and of course, the less time you'll spend feeling uncomfortable. So you're probably going to experience lots of aha moments. This is going to be a big spiritual awakening for you. There'll probably be big spurts of insights and probably energy. And you'll be reflecting a lot about who you're surrounding yourself with. You'll be reflecting on what you want, your needs, your boundaries, all of that good stuff. And then later in the month and years to come, you'll be implementing all of this stuff. So this is a really great time to really reflect on what you want to create in 2019 and in the future going forward. So this is a really precious time to really get to know you and get in tune with your own personal desires. And lastly, you'll also be reflecting on new ways of doing things. You might be asking yourself, like, how can I be even more productive or effective in this area of my life? What am I doing that's like not serving me? And what are the things that I can start doing that would enhance my life? Then on March 8th, there is a new moon in your 11th house again, which is the Aquarian house, which has to do with groups and philanthropic work and society. And so this is going to be creating perhaps new relationships, new friendships, and it's great for getting out and about and doing new things. New moons are really good for bringing new and variety into your life. And also this can also give rise to nurturing the current relationships that you have. So turning, the old into the new. Yeah, so March 8th will be a great date as well. The last two dates are March 20th and March 21st. The 20th is the full moon, which will be in your 6th house of health and service. So this will be shining a light on healing your diet, fitness, spiritually healing, body, mind, and soul. And Mars is also going to be with you, so it's going to help you put all of this into action. So if you want to start a new exercise regime, you'll have the energy and drive to do it. So this will be a great day for pampering yourself and renewing yourself, body, mind, and spirit. And then lastly, on March 21st, the sun is in your 12th house, which is about wrapping things up, completing things, which is also what Mercury retrograde is here to do. So it's a great way to end the month with that energy. So just as the month trails off, just remember to keep going and to go for your dreams and embrace this push and pull energy of reflecting on the past and leaping forward into action. Just go with emotions. And yeah, you're just going to do great, Taurus. So let's get into the card reading. The first two cards you have are the Nine of Swords and the Six of Swords. So I believe that, all of us have been going through such a hard time these past few years, and I believe the sleepless nights, the worry, the fear, the stress, what this person is going through, all of that is behind you and is leaving you. Like, this guy is leaving all of that stuff. He's like, peace out, man. And that's what you're doing. And you're transcending all of this. And you're coming into light. You're realizing who you are. You're realizing that you are light. You are realizing that you are a magician, that you are a sorcerer, and you're here to transcend all the darkness into light, Taurus. And you're doing such an amazing job, and you're leaving it all with grace and wisdom and kindness. And you are okay. The Taurus that I'm connecting with, this is really specific, but what I'm getting is that this had to do a lot with a family paradigm or a family dynamic that you were born into, and you chose to transcend for the future generations. So not only is this over for you, you'll never have to experience this again in your life, the future generations won't have to experience this again in their life. So you are doing such epic work, and you're really touching my heart, Taurus. This is so magical, and you're really okay. There is a difference between leaving hastily and leaving a house as clean as you left it, as clean as you found it. As clean and as organized as you found it. And you probably came into a really, really messy house, but you didn't leave hastily, and you didn't leave behind for everyone else to figure it out. You are an earth angel, and you decided to take the responsibility to leave the house. I'm using this as a metaphor. The house much cleaner and organized and bright and shinier, then you found it. So you totally took like a broken, decaying shed that's like going back into the earth and turned it into this beautiful mansion for future generations to be in awe of and appreciate and benefit from. So you did something really profound and really amazing, and you deserve to be celebrated and recognized. And if you aren't being celebrated and recognized yet, this is me celebrating and recognizing you, Taurus. You are a rock star. You are an earth angel. And it's kind of paradoxical. Like, we have free will, and then we also have things that are kind of meant to happen. Like, there's destiny, and then it's also like not written in stone. It's like that duality. And this was all meant to happen, and I'm sure that there were many times where you really wanted to leave, but you felt like you couldn't. And that was because you were meant to transcend that paradigm, so future generations don't have to go through that hell of an experience. And now you are leaving, and you're healing your body, soul, and mind, and you are doing what's good for you. And so now this leads us into our next two cards of the tarot reading, and then we have 3 oracle cards from one deck, and then 3 advice cards. So I'll try to be as quick as possible, Taurus. So the first card that you got was the Judgment card, which sounds really harsh, but really I see it as like the renewal, the rebirth card. So whatever you felt, like, you are remembering your innocence again, and that you never lost it, and that you're seeing yourself in the world through God's source's eyes again, and you're releasing, just like how you transcended this paradigm. Now Source is giving that back to you and showing you what a precious earth angel you are. It's really beautiful. And so you're raising your hands up and doing the rain dance and just letting all of it just wash off of you, and letting all of that old energy that no longer serves you to wash over you and to cleanse you and renew you and rejuvenate you. And it's really beautiful. I feel, okay, so this is usually a money card, and no doubt money is going to be improving for you if it hasn't already. I just want to add that this is going to be abundance for you in all ways, and I am sensing that what my spirits and guides want you to know is that yes, your finances and everything are going to improve, like I said, but the thing are the things that are the most important to you in terms of the heart, in terms of feeling loved and recognized and celebrated and seen and heard. You are going to be receiving this and giving it, receiving it and giving it, where it used to be a struggle and it used to be really toxic, and you weren't in a healthy situation. Now you're going to have that balance of that give and take. And I do have the card New Love here, so maybe before this Mercury retrograde happens, you did have a new person come into your life who is being this source of health and security and abundance in the emotions, and just giving you that heightened state of security. And when you go through something toxic like this, it doesn't always, but it can really damage the nervous system and put someone in the fight, flight, or freeze stage. But this person is putting you back into homeostasis where your body can physically relax. And it's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And if this isn't someone new, then this person has done a lot of healing work on themselves and has transcended spiritually so that they can be this source of security and health and safety for you, Taurus. So this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a family member, and the rest of you, like, so it's like you and this one person, and then you and this person left the rest of that family group, and you and this person are part of a soul group, but those other people, those other members weren't. They weren't part of your soul family. And so you and this person are having a new beginning again, and it's very fulfilling. And some days you are the giver, and then other days they are the giver and you're the receiver. And so you're experiencing this healing. Healing is experiencing the opposite. So you're having this healing of the give and take instead of you constantly giving to yourself or constantly feel like people are taking from you. But there is this wonderful balance within yourself personally and spiritually where you're giving and receiving and they're giving and receiving, and then the two of you together are giving and receiving and being partners or best friends, or like husband and wife, or that type of thing. So it could be any kind of relationship really, but overall it's very healing for you. And then on the money side, this isn't a like a permanent financial opportunity. It's more like either like donating, seeing a homeless person on a street and giving them money, or seeing a mother and her children struggling to pay for the groceries and you stepping in and helping them, or you getting a loan for a business, or you just receiving money in some way. Could be you loan money to someone a really long time ago and now you're finally getting that money back. So it could be that. But really what this card is asking you in terms of finances is to tap into the abundance mindset that it's like breathing. So, you spend money and then you get twice as much back. You spend money and you get twice as much back. And so it's like this breathing, and it doesn't have to be a struggle anymore. And so what I was saying earlier with this healed relationship or a new relationship, that might just be for some of you, and then for most of you, you're just transcending your relationship with money so that going forward in the future, you can easily attract the lifestyle that you want because you have a really good relationship with money. And maybe maybe right now you're reflecting on how you view money and your relationship with money and being abundant and all of that. So that was a lot. So we have two other cards here, and you have travel and courting man. So for the courting man, you might be a courting man. You might have found an amazing woman in your life that you really want to take your time with and take her out on dates and treat her well. And it's a really exciting time. You might feel like she might be the one, or you might have a courting man who is what I just said. So that's really great. So you also might be feeling like a bachelor or a bachelorette. Meaning that you got the money, you have your own place, you're really content, and you have it all together except for that one special person, and you're starting to attract these amazing people into your life. And so you might have that bachelor or bachelorette type of vibe, not meaning that you're going on all these meaningless dates, but really that you're in a really stable place in your life, and all that's left is to find that special person. So that might be the case as well. The last card that we have here in this deck is travel. So you might be going on a vacation, perhaps you're in a long distance relationship, or you're just, you know, it mentioned in the astrology reading, it's like the energy is really good for getting out and about and meeting new people and things like that. So you might just be going on a short trip, or dreaming of going on a trip, or just going to places in your mind, and maybe thinking about your ideal location where you'd like to live. So all sorts of amazing possibilities, Taurus. Either way, you're doing amazing. I mean, this guy is definitely going places. So it could mean a lot of things for all of you out there, but basically you're just having new experiences, and you're meeting new people, and you're seeing new places, and that's really good when you've gone through a really difficult time. It's wonderful to get a breath of fresh air and a change of scenery. So that's really healthy, and if you haven't been thinking about that, then maybe you should. Okay, your last 3 cards of advice are: 1, you are already doing it, so stop overthinking it and face your true north. So just know that you are already doing it, and you know, what are you being called to pursue? What is your true, authentic joy? What makes you happy? What makes you lighted up inside? Even if it's, you know, out of the norm or unconventional, you can pretty much make a living out of anything. So, you know, just keep going, Taurus. The second piece of advice is trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So what is your gut telling you? What is your heart telling you to do? Spend some, you know, use that self-reflective time this month to really tune into your heart chakra and your solar plexus, and really listen to what your guidance is trying to tell you of what's next in store for you, Taurus. I mean, where do you want to go? Where are you going? Somewhere really, really exciting, beautiful, and fun. The last piece of advice is: keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Your ancient ancestors stand behind you. So if you're like this one Taurus, or a few Tauruses that I was connecting with, you might not have a lot of friends right now. You might not have a lot of people behind you, because as I was telling the Scorpios, these last few years were all about, like, it was kind of like the fire or the earthquake part of destroying all the weak structures in your life that no longer serve you. Could mean people, could mean any number of things. And so now all of that is out of the way, and you have this clean new slate, and you might be feeling kind of alone and kind of surprised that not that many people are standing with you by your side, but the ones that are, they are pure gold. They are the true gems in your life and love you more than anything, and they are worth dozens of people, having dozens of friends. So it's really quality over quantity right now. And so if you are feeling lonely at times, just know that you aren't. Connect with your inner niggle, connect with your heart and your soul, and connect with your spirits and guides, and do what makes you happy, and you won't feel alone. And just know that there's other people out there. Your soul tribe is out there somewhere. And the more that you follow your passions and the more that you follow your heart, the more that you will attract and find those special people that are in your soul family. So I will be doing an extended, so if you want to hop on and follow me over to the other side, you can do that. If this is where we part ways, I really enjoyed spending time with you, Taurus. It's been such an honor and a blessing. These are my paintings, just some of my paintings that are behind me, and you can check them out in my online store in the description box below. And yeah, that's, I think, where I'm going to leave it for now, Taurus. So until we meet again next week, much love, light, and peace. Mwah.